Hello friends, what's up? This is Ron here, and today is another happy day because netmarble decided to release another developers video to share some insights of the game with us. And I'm very interested about these stuffs because like many of you, I'm not just a casual player of this game. I love this game from my heart and I really want to know what are the things that goes behind the scene. So actually in this video netmarble shared a lot of insight with us, and that involves how to control the movements of character. They also tease the next SS fighter as well, and they are also talking about the upcoming PC version that they are going to build. And most importantly, like this is most important news to me because they are going to show some sneak peek about the upcoming guild boss of the game. So let's go my friends and watch this video together. Of course this will be with the English translation as usual, so let's enjoy my friends. Here we go. Hello, it's Manager Krizilid and we have a special segment today showing you creation of the new fighter. So they will be talking about how the fighter's movements are controlled and how the fighter moves, what are the things behind that. And this is the episode 11 of Manager Kriz. Hell yeah. King of Fighters All-Star is an action RPG, of course, and lots of effort goes behind making the characters, controlling the characters, and I didn't know, he didn't even know how it was done, but unsung heroes, the people actually who are working behind the scene, they are truly heroes, my friends. They are responsible for all those beautiful actions that we see. Final polish, okay. Look at these guys, look at this, how beautiful and interesting is this. Now there's in the left part of the screen, as you can see in the left part of the screen, there is a demo fighter. That is actually what we see in the screen, or it of course needs a lot of design, but on the right part there is a guy doing the same type of thing which is reflected through sensors. There will be a lot of sensors and each frame of the animation of the game is actually controlled, and I just want to say that the guy from the left side performs this action, and all these actions are reflected on the demo or a dummy of the right hand screen, as you can see. How interesting is that? See, his hands are moving, the dummy's hands are also moving. Okay, that is a kind of mock-up, and this guy is now going to try some mock-up, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, the suit is incredibly tight. The first thing is calibrate the setup, so they needed to make sure the sensors are working in the right way. He's doing some practices, and look at that guy who is actually creating the video. The sitting guy on the floor, and calibration began. So he has a lot of sensors attached to his bodies. Okay, so whatever he will do, broken action figure, I got a private dance lesson too. Okay, so they are doing some just moves, that's like a dancing moves, so that it can be reflected in the screen. These things are getting recorded, by the way, and afterwards there will be countless revision in the animation process to make it smooth. Seeing myself on the screen, and look at this. That was funny, right? Look at this, Terry. Okay, so these guys actually does these moves in reality and transfers them to the screen with the help of some sensors. And look at that, my friends, look at that. Oh, Terry. That his arm is broken. That looks painful. Okay. That same dance moves this guy made, Manager Krizilid made earlier, Terry is doing the same thing, but not in a perfect way, of course, because there were problems. Manager Kriz is not a good dancer at all, and they are just having some fun about it. And these guys who actually does the stunt or performs the action must be great acrobats. Oh boy, look at this new fighter. we'll be coming back to this. So this is the Terry in question that actually can appear as the next SS fighter. Hell yeah! Of course, there is nothing big changes in his costume and everywhere. They are just probably going to keep this classic look, and of course, this is not the final version. There will be a lot of additions here and there before the actual release. But we can see that this fighter probably can actually, there's a big chance that he might actually come into the game as a next SS fighter, because we are actually having the free rubies, and these free rubies will we can actually use those free rubies in the banner. And here is another look of Terry, good old Terry, nothing big, just the classics designs. Here is from another angle, as you can see, nothing different, but definitely he will be strong as hell. And I have a prediction that this guy actually should have some sort of dots like shock, so he can destroy Giz Howard more easily. So now they are actually playing with this. He sweat a lot. Definitely the suit itself was very tight, and he did some dancing, so he was sweating his brows. Okay. Please look forward to this fighter, guys. Look at this sentence here on the screen. Please look forward to this fighter. That means it is so much confirmed that this fighter is coming into the game, and damn good, this is going to be an SS fighter. Now they are talking about the PC version of the game that is under production, and soon they are going to release that, because a bunch of other netmarble games has their own PC version, and hell yeah, King of Fighters All Star is going to be a PC version game as well. So congratulations to you who actually love to play this game in PC. Look at this thing, they are just showing it up just for a demo, that how this thing might actually work out. You'll be able to connect your existing account to your PC version, and this PC version will be supported both with keyboards and joysticks, and it will give you the great feelings of the arcade gaming. Wow, I am so much excited about it, though I don't play much of in this PC. Okay, so our manager Creed actually got a reward, as you can see, from the ceremony, and he actually dropped the reward. Oh boy, he is so funny and interesting. Many challenges have mentioned that. Now they are talking about this ongoing issue that of new content that we all want, and of course not in community pages, but they're also talking about the new content. And look at this, my friends, this is going to be the next guild boss, and of course I'll be getting back to this. And the development of the guild boss is currently under development, and as you can see, they are working on the guild boss, and hopefully you guys already know that who is this boss is going to be. Of course I'll be getting back to the boss and talking about it in details. So there motion picture to introduce upcoming PC client and new content. So basically he is saying goodbye to us, that they are working with the guild boss and everything. So but let's go to the guild boss now. Now I tried to zoom this thing as much as possible, and look at this tiny SSQ in front of the boss, and how small he looks. And hopefully you guys recognize the boss, and this is going to be Verse. Verse was the final boss of King of Fighters 14. Now that's kind of shocking, because every one of us were actually expecting classic bosses like Orochi probably. Yeah, I mean, I was betting that Orochi is going to be the next boss, but they have just skipped all those bosses. They skipped Orochi, they skipped Ignis, they skipped any other bosses, but they straight jumped into Verse, who is a kind of a recent boss, and he doesn't really have a very that sort of traditional feeling. I mean, he never reappeared in any game. He just appeared in King of Fighters 14, and that's it so far. And we'll have to check out who is going to be the boss in King of Fighters 15, which is going to be released within this month. So that can be another question, but looks like our Verse is going to be the next guild boss of King of Fighters All Star. Yeah, hell yeah, that is kind of true. And here is another angle. As you can see, this boss is probably doing his powerful super thing or something else. And look how tiny SSQO looks. I mean, that is incredible. They should actually increase the size of the figure. I hope they will do it. But honestly, I am not a big fan of this boss at all. I don't have any memories with this boss. And but still, I'm looking forward to play against him and see the things. Now let me just talk about something about verse, because maybe many of you are not really familiar with this boss and his abilities. Now verse is a kind of a boss who actually has pyrokinesis. That means he has burn in his skills or anything, but that's a different scenario. But naturally he is made of fire, and that makes him immune to burn or fire or pyrokinesis or any sort of burn damages like infernal flame, for example. So he will be technically immune to them if netmarble decides to keep the boss versus originality from the game, from the original game King of Fighters 14. I'm sorry, if they decide to keep the originality of the boss from King of Fighters 14, then this boss is going to be immune to burn, immune to fire, immune to anything related to burn, and that means a big headache for all of us, honestly, because there is a bunch of good strong characters we are having in our disposal who is actually burn characters. Talk about BS Leona, talk about BS Nameless, talk about let's say Soul Bad Guy and whatnot. A lot of fighters are actually having this burn, and most probably this guy is going to be immune to burn. So that might be a headache for many of us, including me. I am also pretty much concerned about it, but let's see how they are actually going to structure this boss. But honestly, I'm never a fan of this boss because I don't like his style. He just stands like half of his body beneath the ground and he does things. I don't know how it will be in the final look, but definitely I'm excited to see. I'm looking forward to the new rewards they are going to be providing with the boss. I hope these rewards will be better. And look at this, how this boss is going to do some actions, or he will attack you. He will throw some things from his eyes. And finally, Manager Chrysalid is thanking his team and just saying goodbye to us. Please look forward to the new fighters. And that's all from me today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful new year. Thank you, Manager Chrysalid. So my friends, that was the developers video of this installation, and we came across a bunch of information. First of all, we are going to have Terry as an SS character most probably, and yes, I would say he's going to be an SS character in the next SS banner. Of course, we are not yet sure about the next his partner. I'm not sure about it. They haven't give us any sort of indication, but there is a bunch of other options, like Andy can be a good option, Andy Bogart, his brother, and Rock Howard. There is an also option for Rock Howard. Also Adelheid, there is a good chance that Adelheid might actually come as well, but I cannot say you for sure because they have actually given us no indication. Secondly, we know that the PC client of the King of Fighters All-Star is under development. So a great news for all of you who are actually using emulators in playing the game in the PC, but you don't have to use this emulator anymore. You will get a better experience by using the PC client. And thirdly, we also know that how the character actions keeps working in the game. The actual people needs to perform those actions in real life in order to reflect them to the screen. But anyways, the most important thing is we are going to have a new guild boss that is going to be Verse, the boss from King of Fighters 14, and I'm really curious to see how he is going to perform, what is going to be his weakness, what is going to be his strength and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to see you guys soon in some other video. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.